Hello, hello. Okay, so I wanted to go through what it's like whenever you first get your makeup because I know that it is a super exciting feeling and I want to be able to help you be able to set up your compact so that it's easiest for you and it's going to get the ball rolling because I know that you're so excited to try out your makeup. So, your tins. Okay, first of all, can we talk about how cute the packaging is because it's adorable. I love that they personalize it and make it so cute because it's just even more fun. But so once you unbox everything, you're gonna find your little tins, and aren't these tins just the cutest also? So your compact was free based on how many tins you purchased at one time. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take your magnetic compact. I'm using the mini double decker because this is a very popular one, and if you purchase the quad, that's totally okay too. But just know that you'll only have 4 spots opposed to all of these. So I already have this compact filled with most of my eyeshadows, my illuminators, my setting powder, and all of that, but I'm going to show you. So what you're going to do is just take your tin and pop that out, and I keep one of these tins in my makeup bag at all times, and you just open your compact up and pop that in there. So what I do is I put them in my compact based on how I use them. So you also got a little card like this to show you exactly where to place your makeup at. And if you don't have this on hand, you can always go to my website, Glowing with Flo, and there is the same little instruction sheet there for you too. So I put these in my compact as how I use them. Now, the way that I do my makeup might not be the best way that you like to do yours. So put these in your compact. Though I do it like first step, second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step, sixth step. And I do that just because, I don't know, I just like to go from one thing to the other. But it's totally up to you. So the brush that I probably recommended for you was the B Squared brush. This is such a staple. This is the blush and bronzer brush. I love, love, love this brush. And what I do is I take my main highlight. So that is going to be your highlight color that I match you to. And I'm just gonna put this on the areas that aren't all the same skin tone. So I'm gonna put it like up here where I have some sun damage. I put it on my nose to just even this out. And this is, you're gonna put this color on like any redness that you have, hyperpigmentation, melasma, all of those things. So that is why we color match you to a main highlight. And see how that just evens out my skin tone and basically makes my skin tone all one color, which is what you want. You want your skin to all be that same color because this is when you're gonna go in and contour and highlight, which is gonna make such a big difference in your face. So now I'm gonna go in with the Buffy brush and I'm gonna go into my contour. So that's what I do second. So I did, the first thing was my main highlight. Now the second thing is my contour. I like to use the little end of my Buffy brush, and then I just go, and what you're gonna do is find like the top part of your ear and you're gonna press along that and you'll be able to feel your cheekbone there. And you're just going to do that same thing with your brush. So you're gonna press that along there, and a little product goes a long way. So just remember to start out slow, like I'm tapping that in one time and then I'm putting that there. So I don't wanna go any further than the outer corner of my eye. So just check it to make sure it's not too far. And then you can blend this out. I like to blend all of it out later. So I'm gonna add that same contour over here. And play around with your contour. This is something really fun. I like to put this underneath my bottom lip to kind of plump it more. You can contour your nose to make it look slimmer by adding in a little shadow to it. You can put this on your hairline to bring in your forehead. And I know it looks scary, but it's okay because all of these are gonna blend out so well. Okay, so you see where I've added my contour. Now I'm gonna flip that same brush over the Buffy or whatever brush you got. Even if you just did one brush, you can add it with this one also. But I like to use the big side of the Buffy and go in with my brightening highlight, which is the lightest color. And think of this as a concealer. So this is, I always start right here next to my nose, and I'm gonna work my way up. So it's gonna be the shape of a pie piece. And this is going to help get rid of the bags under your eyes. And just remember, a little product goes a long way. I got maybe a little too much. I like to put this down here on my chin and then also right in between my eyebrows, and I blend up just like this sheet shows you. So nice to have that little cheat sheet. Okay, so see the difference that it makes under my eyes? It just like brightens it all up and gets rid of those dark circles and those bags. So I'm gonna do the same thing over there. Start right here at this down, then like almost by my nostril, and then I go up. And just remember, a little product goes a long way. I can't stress that enough. That is something that is a huge adjustment when people start using this makeup, is that we're so used to always caking our makeup on that we want to do the same thing with this, and it's not like that at all. So now I'm going to take that B-squared brush, the small end, and I'm just going to blend this all out. So I'm doing little circular motions to get this blended out, and it's going to give me a nice airbrush finish. Okay, so I'm like pressing in and swirling. My hair's in my way. Now, it should not feel like your face is tacky or like super like dewy. So just remember, the little product goes a long, long way. Okay, so see how well that all blended out? It really is amazing. So now what I like to do is flip that big brush over, and so I've done these steps. Now I'm going over to this side, and I'm gonna use my bronzer. And this bronzer is amazing. You just put your bronzer where you would like naturally get hit by the sun. So think about when you get a sunburn, where is that at? That's where you put your bronzer, and this is to add a warm color, where contouring is adding cooler tones to add those natural shadows. Okay? See how pretty that is? Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the small side. I like using the small side of the B-squared brush for my blush, and you're just gonna swipe that in. And I like to start at the outer corner of my eye right here, and then I blend back, and then I blend back forward. So see how I did that? It really is like the perfect placement, and all of these colors are the same consistency, so they blend so well. So see how that just like lifts your cheeks up and gives them a nice little pop of color. So I'm gonna do the same thing right here. Start at the outer corner of my eye, blend back, and come back forward. So easy. I can't get over this. It's just always so amazing, the coverage and the glow that I get from this. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I make sure that you have a perfector sponge, a damp perfector sponge. You are gonna want this, especially to at the beginning, because we're so, like I said, we're so used to putting too much makeup on our face. So this is damp. Make sure it's damp, and you're just gonna tap this all over your face. So this is gonna get any excess makeup off, so you're not creasing. It doesn't feel dewy, and it just leaves your skin nice and basically like sets it for the whole day. Okay, so now that I did that, I'm going to take my illuminator, and this is the color Dulce. I like to use it, and I just put this on my nose. I put it on the high points of my face, so right here on my cheekbones, and then I like to put it on my Cupid's bow right there to add a little shimmer to my lips. And then I am going to take that same color that just remember, all of these lip color, or all of these blush colors can be used on your lips also. So just add that color to give them a nice little pop. So pretty. I use the color Tropicana, for those of you wondering. And like I said, now so after you use your perfector sponge, add your illuminator if you did the cream one, or you can do those powder ones. I have some of those too. I love them. And just throw those in the bottom part of your compact, because you don't want to have your powders and your creams all on the same level, because they might transfer a little bit. So if you have oily skin, definitely make sure you have the perfector sponge, the damp perfector sponge. That is going to be a huge, huge step that is so important. And like I said, anyone, even with dry skin, I still use it. And then now for oily skin, If you have oily skin, you're gonna wanna set those areas with translucent setting powder. And we offer this one that is the Vanilla Dust. And I'm using the Powder Power brush, or the Power Powder brush. Sorry, I always say it wrong. And you're just gonna wanna tap that in there and set those areas that you get oily, okay? So that will set your makeup all day, keep it from creasing, and you're setting those oily areas with that translucent setting powder. And if you have extremely oily skin, be sure to get a loose translucent setting powder. I can't talk. A loose one, because that's going to help with your super oily skin. So for most people, the Vanilla Dust one is like enough. But sometimes if you have really oily skin, like I said, you're gonna need more of a heavy duty one. So I like the Tarte, it's the Tarte Shape Tape setting powder. I got this at Ulta, and then I like using that same brush, and you can just tap into that and go over those areas as well. Okay, so if you all have any questions while setting up your compact with what colors to put where, just remember you got one of these in your order, and you can always go to my website, glowingwithlo.com, for that instruction guide also if you don't have it with you. And go and watch all my videos, watch other artist videos. You're gonna pick up so many tips and tricks to use. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm so happy to help, and I can't wait for you to fall in love with this makeup like I did.